Hey neighbors, got a minute? So while we were worshiping out in Wood Forest this past weekend, going through Exodus chapters 11 through 13, the Loft on our Woodlands campus was experiencing a very different morning of worship. It's a time when the student ministry takes over the worship in Loft, and they had a young lady preaching, Lauren Swayze, who I believe offered one of the most impactful messages probably anywhere across our campuses this past weekend. And I wanted to share it with you. First, I'd encourage you to go listen to the whole thing. If you go to the YouTube channel for the Loft Church or go to the church website, you can find it there. If you really were hunting it down and you can't find it, then holler at me and I'll get you connected. But in a nutshell, this is what Lauren was saying to the room that was filled with young people and older people. She said, look, what we need is a place where old and young meet together, where the older ones amongst us can impart wisdom to the younger generations. They can talk about where God has been. They can talk about their life experiences and their faith experiences as a bit of encouragement to provide hope to those of us who are a little younger coming up into the faith. And then she looked at the younger folks, her peers, and said, you know what the church needs from us is wonder. They need to be a place where people are providing hopeful expectation, anticipating a move of God. And I just began to wonder as I was listening to that sermon. You know, at Wood Forest, we worship with all the generations in the room every week. And I just started to have this holy imagination of us being a place where the older people in the room pass down wisdom of where God has been, while the younger are looking forward with wonder of where God might be, stoking the fire of faith, both directions. I began to think that, you know, the people of Exodus that we're studying, these are a people who needed folks amongst their crowd to say, but God has done great things, while at the same time, when they run into trouble, others with expectancy saying, God is about to do great things. This is the way faith gets passed on. This is the way that the moves of God get noticed, and we begin as people of God looking for Him in every moment. I think we have an opportunity here before us. Again, go back and hear that sermon. And then this Sunday, plan to be with us in worship. We'll be into chapter 14 of Exodus. Can't wait to open that up with y'all. Love you. See you Sunday.